Years have gone by. Hell itself has frozen over, and the dark mist, for some godforsaken reason, now plays Call of Duty. Despite the fact, years hence, he forsaken it, claiming it was a copy-paste game every year, which it was. But now, you, viewer, you have come for the truth. You have come for answers. You want to know why Joel was beaten by a golf club and Ellie just kind of let it happen, and then they kind of let her live. You want to understand the logic behind the lack of logic. You've come to the right place. For I have stepped out of my rock, and I am here before you to answer your burning question. What the fuck happened to The Last of Us 2? And also, something, a little retort to that, something more a question inwards to yourself. How did you not see it coming? Jonathan, my cousin here, he muted his mic because he's afraid of talking to people. And he thinks you're all faggots. Cuz, let's face it, a good chunk of you are. You thought The Last of Us was going to be great. You saw that trailer completely centered around a lesbian kissing scene. And you thought, wow, it's going to be great, guys! Oh, it's going to be amazing! The Last of Us, nothing's going to be wrong with it. I didn't even bother looking at the original trailers. I don't care. I'm so desperate for attention like a whore. I want it. Well, if you bothered looking at the original trailers, none of them had to do nothing had anything to do with sexuality. At all. If you want to be even further horrified, take a look at the Last of Us 1 documentary, where they list Ellie, they call Ellie a strong female character. I don't know how the females feel about this, but I know how the men feel about this. She's a fucking little girl. She's a tough little girl, but she's a little girl. She's like a daughter. I ain't gonna call my daughter a strong female. The fuck? She's a great character. That's what she is. It's saying strong female character is like slapping a black dick on your face. What the hell? Shit, man. As for The Last of Us, it took me a lot of time and morning to get through that. I never touched the game, but I made sure I was vividly aware of what happened within the game. And the more I learned, the more horrified I got. And I came to a conclusion. After many days of counseling God himself, and looking at the stars, I understood what happened. You remember very clearly the plague. You remember very clearly that there was indeed a horrific plague with spores. If you breathe in the spores, you become an undead, or you become whatever the fuck that, fungal creature is. Well, let me tell you. What happened in Last of Us 2 was not the result of bad writing, but amazing writing. Wait, before you leave the video, hear me out. It is because they were writing every character as retarded. Take a look at the characters. They're fucking retarded. Every last one of them. You want to know why? The spores spread to the atmosphere and made every human on Earth retarded. Every single one. Don't you agree with me there, Jonathan? God damn it, cousin. Why aren't you here? But, nevertheless, every single... You have to agree with me on this. Every single character. Not one of them is out of character or not retarded. Completely retarded. Absolutely mentally deficient. Even Joel himself is mentally deficient. Every last one of them is mentally deficient. Their brains have been destroyed because the spores have entered the atmosphere and spread to everyone's lungs. And Ellie, of course, she got it the worst. Because she already got bit. So those spores just naturally, they spread like herpes, man. She is SOL. She's gone. Ellie's... Yeah, no, he definitely had multiple... He definitely got teased real hardcore by Anita Sarkeesian, and unfortunately, Anita, she doesn't give her body out to anyone, unless they're gonna give her money. Obscene, obsessive amounts of money. You gotta give her millions. So unfortunately, a big old boy didn't get any satisfaction for ruining his franchise. But they did write in a very, like, they perfectly wrote it, like, in the sense that Ellie and Joel and everyone else is retarded. You look through this story, you tell me one point where someone is acting sensibly. You will not find it. They are fucking retarded. Well, there you have it, viewers. You can finally now find peace and understanding why The Last of Us was such a shitty game. It is not because of bad writing. It is simply... It's simply because they were writing every character as a retard. Not to any offense to those people who are actually retards, because this is a joke, and anyone who has half a brain would understand that. God forbid the people that don't get it. All of you have a great day. Don't suck your own cock too much, and I hope you didn't buy The Last of Us. Good day.